as well.
Okay.
So, okay. First of all, I'm just going to turn you guys off for a little bit and go over kind of what we're going to be doing. Not everyone dropped their Pinterest board. So if you guys can, drop your Pinterest board in the chat so I can take a look at it and give you some tips. But do the link. Make sure it's the link. That way I can just click and don't have to search. Okay. And do it in the Zoom if you can. I got yours, Stephanie, right here.
You have mine, right? Yeah.
I think so. I'm just going to start the training and then kind of go into how to grow it after I go into what we're going to be doing. So this is my first paid course, so I'm really excited. I have like a to-do list of how long and what we're going over, but I never know, you know, it's just by going into it and actually doing the work to see how much time we have and whatnot. But I've definitely gone over what we're going to be doing, and I'm really excited. So to start, okay, so everybody turned it to Pinterest for Business, correct? Drop yes in the chat. And then this is so you have the analytics. This is so you guys can maybe in the future do promotion. We're going to be doing it all organically, and you don't need to do paid ads. So no problem on that. So first of all, I want you guys to kind of get clear on who your target audience is. I've seen things here and there, but I feel like this is really, I'm going to dive in just a little bit with each of you to see like who you're going to work with. So for you, Crystal, you kind of popped on my little thing. Who do you usually work, and what are some of the results? Or just drop that in the chat. Because I saw some of them in the board, but it wasn't very clear. Okay, I'm going to use Stephanie as an example.
Okay.
So I'm looking at your board, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so looking at your board, first of all, we're going to get a brand and color scheme. So this is going to be your homework for tonight. This is great. So she has Stephanie Schultz. She has a name, and she has an image of herself that looks professional. This is a must. Perfect. And then she has fitness, mindset, and biz coach. Okay, so that's great. I like to have a name, dash, and then kind of some SEO keywords, okay? And then for your boards, we're going to...
Don't mind the wedding one. That's going to be like removed.
Yeah. So I would recommend making that one hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so fitness, let's see. Is this all your stuff? So I would do your first board, your brand, and have only things that link to your website.
Okay.
So like for me, it's Level Up with Tia, and then you can have like even levelupwithtia.com, and then only things that go directly to your website will be on that board. But this is good. This is good so far.
So is it okay that I'm talking right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So my fitness program is called Courageously Confident. So should I just call this Courageously Confident, or keep it what it is, like fitness dash?
Do you have a website name?
So my website name, so little backstory, most people know me on social media as XO Gingy. That's why my website is that. My Instagram is still that. Mm-hmm. So that's what the website, some of them are linking to the website to that.
Okay. So I would still, your first board, what I've been researching is to have what the URL is. So people know that clicking this board is going to lead to that website.
Okay.
And then keep this, but just not, this won't be your first board. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone have their first board be their website name and then what they get out of it. So for example, Level Up with Tia will be marketing coach and business tips or something. So
I don't have a website.
So we're going to be making a free blog for all of you guys.
Okay.
That will be on the 3rd day. So this is just the framework, and then we're going to dive into a free blog. It's going to be as simple as possible, but that's included. Who here already has a blog? Okay, so you have a blog, Okay, cool. What is it on?
It's on my website.
Okay. And what is yours on, Stephanie?
My website as well. I use Weebly.
Okay, cool. So we're just going to be optimizing those, and I'm going to teach you how to optimize the keywords, optimize like all of the above, but we can just do that a little bit later. So I'm just going to give you some examples. So I've been doing this for 5 different companies, and I'm just doing it for my coaching business because I put it to the side for way too long. But I've done it for like a bunch of different businesses, and I don't know why I did this. So boards. First of all, come up with a brand, a color scheme, kind of how you want people to feel when they see your brand. Mine's going to be purple, silver, and black. It's going to be bold and confident. And then you want a lot of your pins to just embrace that. And then you also want this first board, which it does change, will be Level Up with Tia. I think it filtered down. Level Up with Tia dash your keyword. So business coach could be one. It could be business strategies. It could be marketing coach. We're going to research that together for each of your brands. And then right here, these are some of the things that people will be searching that link to my brand. So each one should be a searchable keyword on your board. So people search Instagram marketing, marketing tips, blogging, and Pinterest actually gave me this recommended make money blogging. So I can show you how to do that. Email marketing, Pinterest marketing. So the homework for today is you guys are going to be making your boards 5 to 10, and then you're going to reshare other people's stuff. That is okay. This is to start building your traffic.
I know nothing about Pinterest, so this.
So I will use you as an example. Does this make sense so far about what I've already set up on mine? So motivational quotes, that aligns with my brand. Money mindset and affirmation, that still goes with my brand. But then I've been doing Pinterest for a long time. So like I'm going to get rid of yummy food to make. I'm going to make all of these boards, if you guys already have them, and make them secret. So right here. And then that way I can still use it. But I'm not going to have, I have like 40 boards. I'm only going to have ones that can kind of go back to my brand. And I don't really want to make another board. That's up to you. I don't want to make a different Pinterest for my business and my personal. I'd rather just, hide the boards. But if it's linked even just a little bit for you, like health, recipes, Stephanie, stretching, flexibility, like all of those are like under the umbrella. So that's okay. But for me, like draw, paint, inspiration, I'm going to hide that.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So in my business, I think I mentioned this. I do 3 things. So I'm a fitness coach, a mindset coach, and actually business coach.
Okay.
So my goal is to use Pinterest to drive traffic to my fitness.
Okay.
But do you think like I should have a board more dedicated to like Instagram strategy or like motivation, like more so, or should I keep it under the fitness umbrella, like one umbrella?
You can definitely do others, but for the focus, is that for your fitness? Okay.
Yeah.
So I would do most of the boards for fitness, and then you could have some business strategies based on different boards. And then I'm just going to use Stephanie as an example. What were one of your competitors?
Oh, I don't even know now. I'd have to go look.
I can do that.
Okay.
What do you like to train the most?
So I help women essentially like learn how to, now I'm like running a block. I help women basically know what to do in the gym. So women who don't know how to train in the gym, it's like I teach you how to get confident in the gym. So build muscle, lean muscle.
Okay. And Pinterest is all about optimization.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have different boards for different things, and you want to be specific, just like I am on mine.
Okay.
So marketing tips, Instagram tips, email marketing tips. But this is because I'm good at this, and I'm going to start adding my own blogs to this. So like I'm going to be doing all of these. And then do you see how I kind of created a color scheme going on? That I also want you guys to do. I just did this real quick in Canva, and I made one. It's like the same size as an Instagram post about, and then you can crop it and just change the text. And then do you see how it says levelupwithtia.com? Also for you guys, come up with your either domain or a hashtag, or how they can follow you, like your @ symbol for Instagram and Facebook, and add these on your pins and your boards, because branding it's good for Pinterest. Whereas like Facebook and Instagram, it ranks you lower when you have brands in, I don't know if you know this, but if you have text on images on Facebook and Instagram, it ranks you lower. Until you start getting a really big brand, then it might help you, but it usually ranks you lower. And then, let me just look at my notes. Has anybody made some ideas of your boards? No.
Kind of.
So that's what I'm going to help you guys with on this. I'm going to help you come up with ideas, get clear on what you're going to be helping with. Crystal, I'm going to help you with that. And how you can really attract the right person. So I looked at the homework, and first of all, with Stephanie, what is the age for you?
I would say, honestly, most people 20s, 30s, and then I do have some clients that are in their 40s or 50s, but most are in, like, I would say 20s.
Okay. So do you like doing what I really want to challenge you guys to do is really, for Pinterest, you want to be really specific. So younger, like, do you work busy mommies? Do you do like
it would be like 18 to 30 if you want me to narrow it down, like that kind of woman.
Okay. And Stacy, is yours, they're still dating and single, or they're married, or do you want to do both?
I think both, but not necessarily married people. I think it's like more people in relationships that aren't married yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then for you, Crystal, what is your target audience that you think you've kind of?
I mean, it's probably 30 to like 70. I mean, and it's women, but it's basically who have gone through an awakening and are kind of lost with that. They don't know, what direction they're going, how to take the next step. They feel stuck.
So what results do you bring for your clients?
So okay, so I wrote it down here. Hold on a sec here.
Stephanie, I'm going to look up some of your key categories. Actually, okay. Okay, so for just while, you're brainstorming, I'm going to continue to kind of give you guys examples and try and break this down in a way that is understandable. So first of all, for searching, you go to the search bar in Pinterest and you try to get in the mind of your ideal audience, okay? So if it's a busy on-the-go mom, if it's someone that's single, if it's someone that, is struggling to, maybe they want their chakras aligned, maybe they need a meditation, just try and get into what you help with and what they would be thinking of. So for Stacy, I would do dating tips. That's going to be a big one. And so one of your boards should be called dating tips. And you go here and you actually you can do dating, and then you can see different ideas right here. Dating memes. So I would even do one for dating advice, dating tips. You can choose. Dating
like two separate ones, or could I just say dating advice and tips, or dating tips and advice?
Give me one of your competitors. So this is what I'm kind of like showing you guys what you should do.
Okay, let's go to Join Blush.
Join Blush?
Yeah.
That? Okay, and then you go here, boards. Oh, no, not boards, people.
Oh,
okay,
it's
so
back
look,
to
these are
dating
all
tips.
Really good ideas, though. I really think you should have one called dating tips.
Okay.
You could do dating tips and advice. That one's actually ranked good. But the reason why this matters is because when your pin comes from a board that has the same SEO, it's going to rank on Google, it's going to rank on Pinterest, and it's going to just come up more often. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dating tips. So I would definitely do one of yours as dating tips. And then you could have a basic one as well, Stephanie, as fitness tips.
I was just making one like lifting weights for women.
Okay.
Would that be cool? I don't know.
Let me kind of,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to explain lifting weights, weightlifting. What about, yes, so lifting weights for women. So what you do is you search your ideas, but then you go through and see which ones are popular. Weightlifting for women, weightlifting for women, weightlifting for women, weightlifting. Actually, I think weightlifting for women would be a good one. So that's specific. And then what you can also do is you take that idea and you go into Google and see how it ranks and see kind of, so you can see right here, 141 million, right in this little box. So you can kind of see how it's popular, and you don't ever want to do it. It's good to make a little longer of a keyword. Does that make sense? Like a long tail keyword, because not too long, but if it's like dating tips, maybe dating tips and advice would be good because it's a longer keyword. Or Crystal, what's something that you help with that's more specific?
I help with their emotional well-being. I help them move through guilt, shame, unworthy.
So right here, here's some ideas for a board. If you do a lot of things around guilt and shame, then I would even do a board around overcome guilt or overcome shame. That looks, so do you see how I can kind of get an idea of what things are being searched?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want it too long, so overcome guilt. So that would be a good board. And then if you can talk a lot about this, then I would put this as a board and do some of your blogs around that. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go look at your guys' homework and let's put together some board ideas. So weightlifting for women, you could even do like a board just for butt exercises if this is what you like. Like you want to be specific. Just like I do an Instagram one, I could also do a Facebook one because that's one of my zone of genius. Like that's something I could share a lot of. Content could be one. So let's see. I really wanted to give you guys some like into how I do this. So I'll do a few examples, but feel free to ask any questions.
So when you said you want us to create 5 to 10 new boards with other people's pins, like how many pins should we have on each board?
I would start with like 7 to 10.
Okay.
On your phone, there's a really good way to do this. So you look it up, get specific, find your boards first. So come up with 3. Why don't you guys, while I'm kind of going to go over a little bit more in detail of the homework, start coming up with 3 boards, and then I can help you brainstorm how to do this. And I can critique them and help you get a little bit better keywords. So come up with 3 to 5 and drop them in the chat. So I've been doing this for a while, so I just don't want to get too like ahead of you guys. Who here has a freebie?
Me.
Do all of you guys have a freebie?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What was your freebie called?
Mine?
Yeah.
I have like 3 or 4 different ones actually.
Okay.
I have my Speak His Language webinar. I have the Get Your Man Back guide. I have a How to Get Your Needs Met guide. And actually that's it. It's those 3.
Okay. So we're going to be also creating a freebie. Does everyone have an email MailChimp set up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Crystal. So we want to get a little bit clear on your target audience, what you really help with, and what are the 3 to 5 top things you like to help people with?
I mean, it's their emotional well-being. It's overcoming, emotions that are not matching to their desires. So their patterns, their habits that they are not able to change on their own, that basically create self-sabotage, and they're not able to desire, or they're not able to manifest what they desire. Is that not specific enough? Maybe this is a little bit too far beyond where I'm at.
No, we can, I think you kind of need a session with me to get a little bit clearer on, it's got to be specific. So if you're a fitness coach and you're just putting like everything out there, you're not going to target the right person. And like 30 to 70, your target market isn't online. I mean, they are, but not really. So you should hone in on what you can make money off of, who you like to work with. So for example, I use Maddie as my first client that I worked with. She was like, well, I can work everybody. I can work with anybody. I'm a fitness coach. Okay, but who do you like to work with the best? This is why I was like, okay, who do you like to? So I like to work with people who already have businesses set up. I can work with anybody. I can help them start a business from the ground up, but I'd rather not. So I might as well target someone who already has a business set up, and then I can help them grow it. Like Stephanie, she already has a business. Now I can like really hone in on marketing strategies to grow and scale it. Things that like $1 million companies do, because I've worked for $1 million companies. It doesn't mean I'm cutting the other people out. It's just I'm getting clearer. So Maddie got clearer to the extent where she not just works with everybody, but she loves to work with people who are traveling, who are like, they're flight attendants. But it took her some time to like, she's like, I can do that? Like I can only target flight attendants? Yes. Now her business is more clear. It's creating content that it's talking directly to them. So that's super, super important, especially as a smaller business. You think you're going to be losing out on sales, but you're not. It's going to be easier to find that right person, especially with Pinterest. It's going to be very specific. So for example, the weightlifting for women is a really good one because this will target who you want to work with. Can you get a little bit more niche?
I mean, I can, but it's not necessarily something that I am passionate about. So it's just kind of, I don't really, I guess I need a little bit of guidance in regards to how to find that niche, I guess. But yeah. I mean, honestly, like the only reason I would use it is because it's what's happened in my life, but I don't coach from my own experiences. So it doesn't really tie into it. Huh?
Well, you should. You should definitely coach on some of your own experiences as well. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not, that doesn't resonate with me because my opinions of what they're going through, that's not something that I bring into my coaching approach.
Okay, so if one of them is overcoming guilt, is that something that you've had to overcome?
Well, like guilt, shame, not feeling like you belong, unworthiness. I mean, it's core beliefs. I work with core beliefs. So it's those deep inner transformations that can take place if you can get to the pattern or habit and reverse engineer it so you can figure out really what's creating the need, the unhealthy need, the perceived reward to have this pattern or this habit. And I mean, people are able to, get into better relationships. They are able to shift their vibration. People treat them differently. It's a whole change that takes place. And I know all of you know this as a coach.
Yeah.
But I don't know how specific.
But if you come
because I could get as specific as women who have been divorced and work with them. But that's not my passion. This is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't do that then. Like the reason why she chose flight attendants is I had to do this with her, but my first week of coaching, like I kind of get into what they're passionate about and bring it out. So it was a deeper reason. She was very passionate about it. It was connected to her dad's death. It was a deeper passion, and that's why she's excelling in her career now, is because it was a deeper thing that she loves. So just some ideas for you is overcoming guilt. This could be one of your boards. Try to drop in some ideas, and I will take whatever your ideas are and hone in to make them into a board that's searchable.
Okay.
Just go ahead and drop them in the chat while I
think the main thing because I do like energy work. I facilitate energy. I don't know if this is resonating with what you with what you guys are in or not, but so I looked up energy work and I work with the chakras. I work with the subtle energy fields within us. I work with the energy before it manifests into anything, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, so you could do a chakra board, you could do an energy work board, but you just want to make sure it's popular. So energy work is the boards, they are popular. Look, there's a lot.
Okay.
You can get a little more specific. Energy work with crystals, energy work with your body, something like that. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's mind and body connection.
Yeah, and then you could do a mind and body board, but find somebody that's a little more specific in what you do. Here we go, energy work. This is somebody you might want to look at as a competitor, not someone that's a brand, a yoga brand, because you're not going to want to copy a lot of their boards because you want to be a little more specific on who you're reaching. No, she doesn't.
Okay.
Never mind, not her. Try and find somebody that does more like Reiki and crystal and healing and that they get paid to do this, and that's who you should find as a competitor, even if you could just find 2 or 3.
Okay, because I don't work with crystals. I don't work with Reiki. I don't do any of that.
What do you, okay, we'll just have to get clear on that because I don't have time to just do that. Because I'm still a little confused. So I'll just try and give you the basics and then try and hone in on that target audience. Because you want to solve their problems, not everybody's. Okay. So the homework for today is find 3 to 5 popular pins in your niche. Has anybody kind of researched that at all when you were playing with Pinterest?
I didn't really do specific pins, just boards
Okay.
for people.
So it's coming up with 5 to 10 boards and then 3 to 5 pins that are really, really popular. And as I was going through Stacy's to kind of give you guys an idea of how to do this, she wrote, where is it? She wrote like how to get in a good relationship, how to get guys to open up, all of those kind of things. And when I think like a person that's searching on Pinterest, they do something a little more simple like dating tips. And so dating tips is going to be a really popular one. Like this is going to be, you got to do like a bunch of different dating tips, pins. So what about for you, Stephanie? What do you think one of the most popular ones? I think weightlifting is good.
I think my target audience would probably search like ab workouts or how to like you said, it's more of like the result. So like how to get lean, how to tone up. Those are the kind of words that they're searching for.
Yes. So that would even see how she put that together. So now that should be a board. How to get lean and then have a board just for abs.
Yeah.
So
I have a question. This might come further. If it is, that's fine. When comes the point, like for example, I share a lot of this stuff already on my Instagram, on my Facebook. When do I start adding like my things? Like I know right now we're sharing others. Is that going to come later? This is kind of just setting up the tone.
Yeah. So with Pinterest, just kind of teach you guys, it's good to share other people's content too, because it will get your ranking, it'll filter, and since you don't have any of your own pins that link to your blog, this will just kind of like get it to start filtering. And so for the first 30 days of doing this, like even when we're not in the training, I want you to like continue to just randomly share on your targeted boards to start building your Pinterest and your following.
And always link to your website, never like your Facebook page or Facebook community.
Yeah. So you cannot do it to Facebook.
Okay.
It's like not allowed. And then you can do it to Instagram. If you want to build your following that way, you can do that as well. But just think right now, it's kind of building a framework of what your brand and what you're going to be talking about. And this is what I did on mine. So what's really cool, I'm going to teach you this right now, is you go on Pinterest, get it on your phone if you guys don't already have it. And it's actually a little easier. So I can do Instagram marketing, just keyword that. I could even click on my pin board, and then it goes to my more ideas linked to Instagram marketing. I added this last night. And then it literally tells you what you can add. And so just add a few of these like onto the board, maybe like 7 to 10. Oh, another good tip. Always, always, always add a description. If you take somebody else's pin, add your description. This makes it your pin. This makes it shareable. This makes you rank. So, for example, this one says pins that get repins. Then you go in and do, for me, since I'm pinning it on a Pinterest board, I would do Pinterest marketing. And then pins that get repinned. Okay? And then do a bunch of these. This is just to start getting it flowing. So like the dating tips, have a dating board, and then this is a great dating tip as a description. For ab exercises, go ahead and do something for ab workouts. You could do ab workouts as your board. This is how you should go into search though. Ooh, these are some good ones. So ab workouts at home, ab workouts at the gym. Which one would you be, like which one focuses better to what you teach?
At the gym.
Perfect. So then I would do maybe even ab workouts at the gym.
Okay.
See how targeted this is? This will be good. This may be, you know, for people that aren't mommies because they have to work out at the gym. So see how that kind of makes your target audience more easier to attract.
Absolutely.
And then some of these things that I want you to future create is like this, these kind of things, and then link it to yours. But it's good to have at the beginning maybe 25 to 50% be your own, but we're going to teach that down the line, so don't worry about that now. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my static threads and kind of get an idea of what we're going to go over. So Static Threads is a clothing line that I built, and I do probably I do about 50 to 75% my own pins actually. And I only have one blog post, but then I have my own website. So as you can see, I have kind of a brand. This is actually all my own pictures. And then I've keyword researched. People look up festival hats and festival fashion. I've keyword researched festival fashion and then clothing ideas. EDC outfit ideas. You guys probably aren't in this niche, but I've just noticed that if I do, how do I explain this? Okay, so festival fashion could be one board. This is like a bigger board. This is like all-encompassing dating or relationship tips. And then you want all these other ones to kind of branch out that are more specific. So I still have festival fashion, but then you can repin on different boards. And that is okay. You can pin a lot. You can pin the same pin over and over if you like. That is okay. You just kind of space it out and it will continue to filter through. Okay? A good example. Trying to break this down. Let's see dating tips. So these are some good different ideas to do for your dating tips. How to find the right relationship. See these long ones? These are also really good. But then you click onto this and it goes to a blog that has more info that you wrote in the future. And then you'll have like a call to action. Okay. Okay. What questions do you guys have? And then I'll try to help you guys with some boards and ideas.
So I just came up with like a few words of like what results they get. And it's, they build their confidence, higher self-esteem, being able to connect to your intuition, opening, clearing your chakras, and being able to communicate with people on a higher level. Learn to not take things personally. Those types of things. Is that kind of what you're looking for?
That's a lot more specific, and that's what you help with too, right? All of those things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So you want your boards to reflect your business.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Those are good. To make it just a little bit better for search, I'm going to do a little bit of like SEO searching for you to see if I can find it. So connect to intuition. I'm just going to play around and you guys can kind of get into my brain of how I do this.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's already there. 5 techniques you could be making when connecting. How to unblock your intuition. So that one might be a good pin, maybe not a board. But I take a look through, and these ones at the top are ranking better. So just know that. Ooh, this one would be good too. Self-care. That would be a good one for your a board. Do you think? Do you kind of help with that too?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Self-love, self-realization of self-love is really what it all boils down to.
And don't do self-realization because people don't search that, but do
self-love.
I think, let's see.
Self-acceptance.
Ooh, there we go. Self-love and self-care. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So you could do a board called self-love and self-care. But don't ever do like, people aren't searching self-realization as often, or so you want it to be a little more popular. This one's popular. This one's good.
Okay.
And then a fun board for all of you guys is, really good idea is fitness quotes. Like have a quote board. Each of you, choose a quote board. For you, it's a love tip board or a romance board, or here, I'll look it up. But always use the search engine. Don't just choose it. Like use this search engine to choose the board names. This makes a big difference. Really, really big difference. Love.
See how popular it is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. And the reason why it's so important is because as you build your business, this will rank in the future your website. So I'm going to show you a really good one. So I'll just show you on my board. So I did a moving company, and I was like, what are the pains and problems they're having? They're moving, and they like are struggling, and people hate moving. So they actually would go on here and look up moving tips. And my moving tip blog, I created 15 graphics for Pinterest and also for the blog that have a, we'll explain how to make viral worthy pins in the future, but it had a text overlay. It was visually helpful. And so I had 15 pins on that one blog, and then a call to action from that. And so that's kind of like one of my best blogs and pins that filtered for years. Actually, the only reason that it stopped filtering was because they got a new web developer and they didn't convert my board over. So that's why it's always good to know what your marketing people are doing. Okay, so see how they have all this stuff? I created pins and boards for the moving company, and they actually got sales from it. So I'm going to show you boards. I made it secret because they were, So a lot of these I'm going to delete and I'm going to make secret because I don't want a ton of different boards anymore. But self-improvement and growth, there's another good one for you. Here it is. Moving tips. Let's see if the pin still works. Okay, so these are a good idea of some of the things I made for my company. So like this one, and then this one's super targeted, okay? Tips what to know when booking a professional move because they're a professional moving company. So I bet a lot of the pins and leads actually came from that one because that one's more specific. This one right here, 55,000 repins. And let's see if it's still up. Oh, no, they got rid of it. So that would go to like a really good blog and then a call to action at the end. So that's what we're going to be building as we go. But for the future, just get the basis down. And I think I covered the main things. If it would be easier, you can just come on, post your board ideas in the group and I will kind of give you some tips and some ideas on your keywords and how to improve them. And just start pin to each specific board. And I will drop the homework right after this call. So you guys can kind of start working on it and I can give you feedback. Okay. So decide on a theme, your focus, your brand, and your colors. The 3 to 5 things you help your clients get, and the 3 to 5 results that you help your clients get, and then turn those into boards. So I want you to create 5 to 10 boards with a specific result keyword name. Don't worry, I'm going to post this in the group.
So how do we clean up our boards? Because I mean, honestly, like I'm such a novice at this. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Let me look up your pin. Do you
Or,
have
huh?
Pinterest though, right?
Yeah, I have Pinterest. It's under Crystalline Your Journey, which is the name of my company. LINEYOUR.
Okay, Crystalline.
ST.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Hold on.
Okay, there it is. So are you the brand?
I'm just kind of learning all of this. So I changed it because you said turn it into a business.
Yeah.
So I changed it and put my company name in there.
Yeah.
But these boards are, I've had Pinterest for, I don't know how long. I've just not given it any attention or energy.
Yeah.
So I like to focus on Pinterest and Facebook because I have a Facebook group, a closed Facebook group. And then I want to be able to use Pinterest and get familiar with it, become a master at it, so that I can focus on those two things.
Yeah. So I would name your name as Crystal Ty. How do you say your last name?
Tian.
And then dash, and then your like something that you help with. Is it an empowerment coach? Is it spirituality coach? Like put your title.
Oh, okay.
So what's your title?
Empowerment, intuitive and empowerment coach.
So, but also make it something like keyword specific. So.
Okay.
Spirituality.
So look up some. I could put self-love.
Self-love coach. Yeah. So see. Oh, go back. See how this girl right here. Ooh, there we go. We might have found one. There we go. Self-coach, life coach, and self-worth mentor.
Okay.
So that's a good. So you have the name, and then you have the dash, and then you do who you are, but make sure it's coachable. So
make sure it's what?
make sure it's so searchable. Like,
Okay.
it's what people, because see how I was writing self and her board came up. That's what you guys want.
Okay.
But you got to just get specific about that. So for me, maybe a marketing coach, but don't make it too like, I don't want to put business empowerment coach because people aren't really searching for business empowerment coach on Pinterest.
Well, honestly, I tell everybody, whoever asks me what I do, I have an online business and I'm a life coach. So those are the two things that.
So life coach for sure. And then maybe self-love mentor or something. Okay. And then what I want you guys to do before our next training is to have, this is a good one, a bunch of boards towards your results and your goals and what you help with. Make sure it's searchable, and then have like a bunch of boards that also, see how this color theme is going on? Try and also kind of do that. Okay? Especially with your own boards. You don't have to worry about it too much with other people's boards, but come up with a theme with your color scheme and what you want people to feel. So for example, mine's gonna be bright, bold, powerful, confident, leader, okay? So all my boards and Pinterest, it's gonna be like bright colors, it's gonna be bold, it's gonna be empowering. This one's like very cute. It's self-love. See how it aligns with her brand?
Yeah, she uses my favorite color.
Yeah, so I'm so glad. Save this girl. This one's one of your,
Okay.
this is one that you should look after. So she has mindset goals. Have a quote board. Confidence in self. We'll have to look at that. Self-esteem. So this one's a good one to look at. Self-care. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Before I let you guys go, do you have anyone you'd like me to help you with any board keywords, anything like that? And you feel like, or do you feel like you're getting a good idea of how to do this?
I mean, I still don't know how to clean up my boards, but I'll change my title, I guess.
Oh, you had like 4 boards. Just get rid
Yeah,
of
I didn't
the
have
ones-
that many.
Yeah, just get rid of the ones that don't.
Do you just hide them? Because I was trying to figure out how to get rid of them, and I was not able. I didn't know.
So you go on to, there's my boards. Okay, so also I'm just going to show you. See right here, this is like all of my boards that I've been repinning. And you can go right here, and I could choose which one I want to show. So in the future, maybe I'll do like Level Up with Tia, and it's only going to be my branded boards. That way people just see the colors that I want to show and my website and my pins. But for right now, it's going to be like a mixture. And I do a lot of like branded and growing your blog and Pinterest, because this is what I help my clients with. Okay. And then I also try and do like a lot of these helpful ones that pop, and it's already been growing my board, like without even.
Do you want to show me on mine? Just take me through real quick, like 101, how to clear my board.
Okay, so
what you're looking for, what results do you want us to have for it to look like?
Okay, so go in and get rid of anything that doesn't link back to your business, and then you can make it secret right here. You see that?
Okay.
Or delete it, or go down and then there's a delete button. I can't see, but there's a delete button.
Now I also do a lot of like refurbishing furniture, and chandeliers are like one of my main things.
Yeah, just
but that doesn't like relate to my business, so I just wanted to make sure.
So secret board, you can pin all you want, but nobody's gonna see it, and I think you should do that.
Okay.
So I'm making a ton of mine secret boards, and then I'm also going to delete a ton. So come back, if you can, do it tonight or by tomorrow, and drop like your boards idea names and your pin ideas into the group, and I will give you feedback.
Okay.
So, and you can always change the board names, but try to come up with 5 to 10. Okay. And then for me, in the future, you guys should have your freebie right here. and clear on what you do, how you help them. Clear, business coach that helps women entrepreneurs grow their business. Download free ebook so they can go do that. And then my link right here. And then link your website if you can. Okay, so that's also part of the homework. And if you can, do the board covers. See how this looks? It looks really good.
How do you make the covers of each board?
Okay, cool. Good question. So first I made it on Canva.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to pull it up just to make sure I have the right sizes for you. I'm guessing, do you guys all use Canva? Cool. So, and this, I'm actually going to make this Pinterest checklist. I'm going to make a similar one and put it as a Pinterest image. And that's so good. Like these type of things where you can kind of get a little bit of value out of it are really good pinnable. And then make sure you have your brand at the bottom or your website. Okay, so let me find it. Here we go. So I'm pretty sure this is an Instagram one. Yeah. So I used an Instagram one, and then I just kind of played around with, I changed this and, make this, and then I will show you how to do it. What you do is you pin it. You go over here, and you create a pin, and then you add that image, and then you pin it. But for example, you want to still write something. So I think I wrote, follow this business and marketing tips board for the best business and marketing tips. And people actually pinned it and saved it, which that's not the purpose. But and I linked it to my website. Just if anybody really wants to click on this, it will go to my website. But it's not really for traffic. It's just to make it pretty. And then you click on this and you save it. Okay, so you go to your board. There we go. And then change. So you go to your board, best business and marketing tips. The reason why I did this is because there's a lot of business and marketing tips. And I know for a fact that people really like to look up best. That's a searchable keyword. So you could do best dating tips, best fitness tips. That could even be one. And then you go here, do a description also. Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up. So this is keyword searchable. And then right here, this is as well. So business and marketing tips to grow your online business. And then I put keywords right here. Coaching tips, business tips, attract client tips, build a business tips. And then so it ranks it better. And then cover, you go right here and then you click which one.
Got it. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And I think that is all. And then you can have collaborations in the future. We are actually going to put together a collab board as well. So that's just in the future. I want to get the framework done first. I think we covered it all. Do you think that's enough homework for you? Okay, cool. Because the other one's going to be a little bit more in detail. We're going to be making blogs. We're going to be doing group boards. This is just the basics, but I want to really get the keywords because the keywords are very important. Okay, cool. Did you guys want to use me as a reference real quick and help you search any keywords before we go? Because this is something I've been doing for a long time, so it's kind of easy for me. If not, just post it in the group and I will respond to some ideas when I can. Oh, it's right here. Okay, dating and relationship tips, ab workouts, fitness motivational quotes, yes. I'm gonna search that real quick. fitness motivational quotes. See which one's more popular. Fitness quotes, because you'd rather it be more specific to your business. Yeah, I would just do fitness quotes. Let's see, fitness quotes, let's see, boards. So I do this with every single thing. Fitness motivation, fitness quotes. I think fitness quotes would be good.
Okay.
There's not too many boards. Fitness quotes. Yeah, I think fitness quotes would be good. Okay. Dating, how to get over a breakup. I'm going to search that real quick. That would be a good board. I bet you so many people search this on Google. So last year I did this with my clothing line. I did the best ugly Christmas sweaters, and then I named a board the best ugly Christmas sweaters. And guess what? My board popped up in Google when people were searching best ugly Christmas sweaters. And then it linked to all of my stuff. So it really, really works. Okay. How to communicate with men. Yeah, I think that one was good. And it's okay if you have 0 pins. It's actually, that's how you start, and yours is going to be all clean. I don't know if you saw mine, but I've been doing Pinterest forever, and it's a mess. So I have to clean it up. It's going to take a little bit of time for my new business. Relationships. How to get over a breakup is a good one. Okay, cool. I think that's all we're going to do for today. But for sure, try and get all this set up. Pin 7 pins on all of your boards. Get it going, circulating. And then also do a Canva image and then make it your board. FYI, I'm glad I remembered this. It takes a second to like add that pin. So you might have to come back and add your covers later. What I mean by that is, say I just added the board and then I tried to add it as the cover. Sometimes it doesn't show right away. So, cool. I think that is all for today. Definitely send me all your ideas and I will help you get clearer on the keywords. Okay, cool. Let me know if you have any questions, and definitely introduce yourself and your results in the Pinterest group. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Bye.